Hey, hi everyone. I hope I'm audible to all.
Hi, Clearly. Yeah, you're audible.
Okay. Hi. Good. Good afternoon, everyone. So I'll be your trainer. Okay. So moving forward, I guess some of you might have joined one of the live. Moving onwards, so I'll be going forward with that, and I'll be giving you the course brief for the day, and moving on, we'll just going with that. Okay. I may face some connection issues for a day or two. I'm facing some turbulence at my end at the with the ISP. So please do let me know if there is some voice glitches or anything if you do hear that. Okay.
Sure.
So this is going to be a fully interactive session, which means it's not going to be I'm just covering up the things and you are just for the sake of listening, you are listening. It will be full of questionnaires. I'll be asking you few questions. Questions could be very simple and the questions could be to the topic. Okay. And moving towards that, I'll be quickly sharing my screen. Okay. On which we'll be starting with our cloud computing part, in which we'll see how the cloud computing thing works and runs. Okay. And I guess some of you might be aware what is cloud computing and its principles, but still, as a course part, we have to cover that. Okay. So just give me a second. I'll just share my screen. Just give me 1 second. Mhm. Okay, is my screen visible? Getting echo. Okay, just give me a second. What kind of echo it is? Just give me a second. Okay, my echo still there or it's fine right now? Hello, is echo still there or just
Uh,
quick response? Anyone respond there?
your voice is breaking actually now. I know.
I'm on now. Better is it? I'm facing some network issues by the way. Is my screen visible to all?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So quickly we'll be covering up with the cloud computing tutorial. Actually, I'm facing some network issues, so introducing me and all could be a tough time right now. So we'll stick to the topic. Okay. Maybe tomorrow I'll introduce myself properly, so it shouldn't waste your time. So basically, if I see how many participants are there, okay, Abhishek Katiyar, Jitendra Kumar, Lanchna, Mohammad AK, Naveen, Raghavendra, Suresh, Jitendra. Okay, so it's quick question to you. What do you have an idea about cloud? What do you think cloud it is and how it's going to be helpful for us? Any idea? Anyone can speak. That is fine.
Cost cutting can be reduced.
Cost cutting can be reduced. Okay. Any more answers? What is the concept of cloud? Why you are moving? Because cost is a kind of a benefit out of it, right? But can I say cost is the only thing which we need to stick into, right? What is the main reason we are moving to cloud?
Flexibility.
Agile, on-demand availability. I mean,
And demand availability.
yeah.
Okay, I'm just still not getting the answer what I'm going to listen. It is all features, right? Plus on-demand availability and yeah, agile. Agile is a kind of a principle which we can put on cloud, but cloud itself is not agile. Okay, but
Cost
what is
savings.
cost savings is also a benefit out of it. So basically,
Yeah.
I'll just answer. So I just wanted to know the gist of cloud, not how it is helpful or what is the main reason that you are using. Okay, so let's come with the basics. So when we talk about cloud or when we talk about, what is cloud, let's suppose, okay. So cloud computing provides us a means by which we can access applications as utilities. For example, let's suppose if I put a cloud here, okay. So let's suppose this is cloud, okay. And I guess my screen is without a glitch, it is visible to you all. Just confirm me if it is somewhere sticking. We are talking it's cloud. So we give as a reference with this figure as a general cloud, but the cloud has nothing to do with this figure. This is just for a representation purpose. Then what I can do, I can, okay, these are the these are the number of systems. Okay, let's suppose they are all connected to this cloud. Okay, all these systems. What are these? These are, let's suppose, some not connected to cloud. If I say systems, okay, how are they connected to cloud again? If I ask, okay, they are connected through the medium called internet. Okay, let's bring internet in between. Okay, so this is internet and this is cloud. So I'll just call this internet. Is it correct? Any doubts here?
No.
Okay, this is internet. Let's make it a bit bigger. So through internet, we are connecting to cloud. Okay, but if I ask you, how can what is cloud? If I ask you, what is cloud? Do we have a physical presence of this, or this is just something in the air? Any ideas? This cloud, what we are talking about, do we have any kind of physical presence of it? It is just we are just talking about the cloud. Any ideas?
It's a physical
No
data
ideas.
centers owned by like global service providers like Microsoft Azure. So they would be providing this particular service. Physically, there is some data centers and servers there across the globe.
Not some, but all these what we see about cloud, they're all physically available, but we are
Right,
remotely accessing them, right?
right, right,
So
right.
if I say all these users, what you see, they are connecting to systems. Okay. So now I change the whole thing of here. What is the thing? Let's see. This is not your physical systems. Earlier, these were your physical systems through which we are connecting to cloud. But now I'm referring to the systems which are cloud systems only. Okay. So basically, if I talk, users are logging into their local systems, first thing. Then from local system, you are connecting that system to internet, and through internet, you are getting connected to cloud. Am I correct? Is it understandable here till this far?
Yes.
This is very basic level. So I guess there shouldn't be any issues on that. Now, the next question is, when these users are connecting to their local system is your laptop, your PC, your MacBook, your anything. which you are locally, physically accessing. Okay. So cloud, let's think what about cloud is. Okay. So this is cloud, right? So what are these cloud basically? Let me make this bigger a bit. Okay. When I talk about cloud, then inside cloud, there could be these data centers. Right? So if I call them data centers, so is it clear now? So basically, these data centers are is a group of data centers form a technology called cloud, which we access through internet from our local system and using the users. Okay. So the term cloud refers to a network or internet. In other words, we can say that cloud is something which is present at a remote location, and cloud can provide services over network, that is public services, or sorry, public networks, or on private networks, that is WAN, LAN, VPN. Our applications such as email, web conferencing, this is how we are connecting to Zoom, right? These are all part of our cloud. Okay. So cloud is not only this, cloud is beyond that, such as cloud refers to manipulation or manipulating and configuring or accessing your applications online. It also offers online data storage, infrastructure, and applications, right? Which you are remotely accessing. Now tell me, how many of you have how many of you have played games? Quick answers, please. Played games? No one? No
No.
games have you played? Yeah? Couldn't get you.
No, no, I said no.
Any okay, I couldn't
Yes,
okay,
yes,
is it not
I
audible
played
to
game.
me? Okay, okay, you have played, right? So
Yes.
what kind of games those are?
Basically, they are on cloud-based games, which is hosted
Okay.
in the cloud, like
Right.
COD and like PUBG-like games.
Right. Now tell me, there is a lot of servers what we connect to there, right?
Right,
There is a
Yes.
server we connect, then we play with a group of players as a playground or something we play there. So
right,
if I ask you, like the latency is really low, right? The latency is really low. Let's suppose I'm firing someone. It should be a real-time scenario, right? But if there is a gap between, between you fire someone and then after 5 seconds it is getting killed. So don't you think it's an issue?
right,
That's the issue, right? So
right,
basically, the thing is, on our local system, we can't set up those kind of servers. These are high power, very powerful servers, which are, handling or needs for many users. These users only suppose the gamers only connect. Okay. So to run those games, your system should be also able to
Your voice is breaking. I'm not sure whether it is for me or not.
No, the voice is breaking. Yeah.
Okay.
Still same.
My screen is visible now. Okay. So where was I? Like the voice glitch. That was the thing. Am I? Is it better right now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Please manage for a day. Actually, I am just stuck some issues right now. Okay. Usually nobody faces issues from my sessions. So yeah, where we are at the gaming part, where we were actually thinking about have some capable systems which are local system like your gaming laptops, let's suppose, or gaming systems, right, which are handled like capable to handle the games. But the calculations, the precision where you're firing, everything is handled by a huge server. There could be 5 people connected, or there could be 100 people connected to the same server.
हेलो
Okay, and the things. Yes, hello.
सर, एक बार हिंदी में रिपीट कर दोगे?
Okay, हिंदी में. Okay, not an issue. I can मैं repeat कर सकता हूँ. Okay. So okay, thanks for asking also. Okay. So basically हमारे पास क्लाउड सिस्टम्स, मतलब हमारे साथ जो लैपटॉप्स होते हैं, गेमिंग लैपटॉप्स होते हैं, एंड वी हैव आर गेमिंग सिस्टम्स होते हैं हमारे पास. तो बेसिकली कोई गेम भी हम खेलते हैं ना, उसके लिए सिस्टम कैपेबल होना चाहिए, राइट? तो अगर सिस्टम कैपेबल, वो गेम तो रन होगा ही नहीं. बट अगर वो गेम क्लाउड बेस्ड होता है, लेट्स सपोज इंटरनेट ऑन करने के बाद ही खेल सकता है, तो बेसिकली कहीं पे तो उसका सर्वर है. अगर वो सर्वर भी कैपेबल नहीं होगा तो हम ग्रुप में गेम्स नहीं खेल सकते हैं. लेट्स सपोज आपका जो पॉपुलर गेम था जो मोबाइल्स पे खेलते थे, यूजुअली इट वाज पबजी, राइट? देन इज ऑन पीसी द पॉपुलर वंस आर सीओडी, एंड देन वी हैव उसके बाद हमारा वैलोरेंट वगैरह भी कुछ गेम्स हैं जो ये बहुत पॉपुलर हैं. तो इसमें जो सर्वर बैकएंड पे काम कर रहा है वो काफी कैपेबल होना चाहिए, ताकि वो सारे जो लोग कनेक्ट हो रहे हैं उनसे मतलब सर्वर हैंडल कर सके. तो उस लेवल का जो सिस्टम होता है वो हम घर पे प्लेस नहीं कर सकते हैं. वो एक डेटा सेंटर पे ही हैंडल हो सकता है, जहाँ पे कैपेबिलिटी, जैसे हमें मेरा सिस्टम है उसमें मतलब 12 कोर का सीपीयू है, 16 GB का रैम है. वहां पे शायद 1600 GB का रैम होगा. ओके, उसमें शायद 22 दो मतलब 200 सीपीयूज होंगे, राइट?
Excuse me, Jerry.
Yes,
So
sir.
I
Yeah.
don't understand
Yes,
Hindi,
Lance.
so I think I
Don't
need
worry, don't
Hindi
worry. I'll
to
repeat both in English and Hindi.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll repeat both. Don't worry, don't worry. Okay, don't worry. So what I said, did it, Jitinder? Is it? Have you? आपको समझ में आ गया? Is it? Hello. Someone is asking in Hindi. So I was explaining. Okay. What I
जी सर,
said is,
सर जैसे
समझ
आप,
में आ गया?
हाँ
हाँ हाँ
समझ में आ गया. जैसे आप इंग्लिश में दे देते हो, एक बार हिंदी में बता दिया करो बिना कहे सर.
ठीक है मैं आई विल जस्ट मिक्स अप द लैंग्वेज.
ओके सर.
Don't worry. Okay, we'll just do that. हम काम उसमें करें. So, Lanchana, what I said is, there are multiple users, right, who are playing games on their system, local systems. Local system is your laptop and your systems, right? Gaming PCs. So there are some games which can be played offline, which means that they don't need internet to be connected, right? But there are few games where internet needs to be connected so that you go online and can play with other gamers on that same platform. So at the back end, the system or the infrastructure which is being managed, right, that should be capable. And that level of infra, we can't just put it on at our homes, right? So that level of infrastructure could be only in data centers. For example, let's talk about your laptop, my laptop. In my laptop, it is a 12-core i7 or i5 CPU. Okay, very capable as a laptop, right? 60 GB of RAM. But when we talk about a server, it could be a 1600 GB of RAM. Maybe there could be a 200 core CPU, okay, which is needed to handle the whole load. Because it is not only handling your connection load, which you are connecting through internet, but there are 1,000 other players, who are connected. So to the same server, they are getting connected. Right? Did you understand the point? What is the requirement of data center and also on the cloud? Did it make a sense to you, Lanchana, now?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Cool. So moving ahead, okay, let's understand how some deployment models, what we have in cloud. So the basic part is cloud is again divided in 3 parts, generally in 3 parts. Okay, just give me a second. So I guess my screen is visible still. And please definitely let me know, okay, if the connection issues comes. Okay, deployment models, I'll just increase the font only. Okay, we are talking about deployment models. Deployment models talks about various kind of models through which cloud could be implemented. Implemented means, let's suppose Alanchana is working, right? Or let's suppose I'm working. So when we are at the workplace, we won't connect to Google Drives. We won't connect to Gmail, right? These are not organizational level applications needs to be used. But that's because I can use Google Drive or I can use basically Gmail, but that is a different purpose. So I'll just give you an example. So when a Gmail or a Google Drive is used as an enterprise level, so that is not a simple Gmail or a Google. It comes under the thing called G Suite. Okay. This is what basically Gmail for business. This is if the organization using Gmail or this kind of things, they will be using G Suite, which will be more into enterprise, not into end users or personal users. Okay. But usually in organizations, we do use Outlook, and that is for organize. Outlook has a personal usage version as an organizing version. So when I talk about these kind of cloud, so these are also when I can't say that Google Drive is only for personal users. Okay, but it could be also used as an enterprise version, just if the organization has put an enterprise version of it. So moving towards it, there are three kind of cloud models here. I'll just show you one by one. Okay, just give me a second. So first type is, if I can say, first type is your uh, public cloud. Okay. Then your second model is your private cloud. Okay. And your third model is your what it could be. Any idea?
Hybrid cloud.
Hybrid cloud, right? So basically in industry, okay, like when you are working, we would be using basically these kind of models. Okay, either basically it is a hybrid cloud we use, but when sometimes it is a end-to-end connection should be encrypted and all that part, we only use private cloud. But as a user, as an end user, we are all on a public cloud. Okay, let's suppose we are connecting to Zoom and all. Okay, these have all enterprise grade version. Basically, it is not public cloud. The meeting what we are connected, this is not public. If you can see, if I can show you where the things have been hosted. Okay, I can just check. Okay, this meeting has been connected to data centers in Australia and India. Okay, so basically these are encrypted end to end, and this is not a public. It is not public, publicly available, publicly stored. Okay. Moving towards it, I'll just give a better example. So when we talk about public cloud, it allows systems and services to be easily accessible. मतलब जो public cloud होता है, यहाँ पे जो systems हैं, जो services हैं, easily access करते हैं, जो general public access करती है. Okay, and the public cloud may be less secure because of its openness. मतलब जैसे public cloud is पूरा open होता है, right? तो ये secure नहीं होता है. तो फॉर एग्जाम्पल आपका जीमेल हो गया, आपका गूगल ड्राइव हो गया, जो आप ऐसा एंड यूजर यूज करते हैं, मतलब नॉर्मल पर्सन. Okay, so basically this Gmail and this Google Drive and all, whatever you use, this is all public cloud. सारे public clouds हैं. Okay. When we talk about private cloud, the private clouds allow systems and services to be accessible within an organization. Okay, and it offers increased security because of its private nature. Simple, that is a simple thing, right? अगर प्राइवेट क्लाउड है, अगर आप किसी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में काम कर रहे हैं, वहीं पे आप एक्सेस कर सकते हैं. एंड इन अदर वर्ड्स, यहाँ पे हम ये बोल सकते हैं कि यहाँ पे ये आपको ज्यादा सिक्योर हो जाता है, बिकॉज ये प्राइवेट है. प्राइवेट में जैसे इट्स अ प्राइवेट, कोई भी प्राइवेट प्रॉपर्टी होती है, कोई भी आके पब्लिक वहां पे ट्रेसपास नहीं कर सकता है, राइट? तो वैसे ही यहाँ पे ये प्राइवेट क्लाउड है, कोई भी आके जस्ट ऐसे यहाँ पे कनेक्ट नहीं कर सकता है, राइट? देन वी हैव योर हाइब्रिड क्लाउड. सो हाइब्रिड क्लाउड का कंसेप्ट बहुत ईजी है. Okay, it's a very easy concept, but people get it tough to be understanding. Okay, काफी tough हो जाता है लोगों को समझने के लिए. So what we do in hybrid cloud is, okay, so hybrid cloud is a mixture of public private का mixture होता है ये. And however, in critical activities, okay, when they are performed using private cloud, while the non-critical activities are performed using public cloud. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, जैसे कोई क्रिटिकल एक्टिविटीज होती है कुछ जो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, जो सिक्योर होनी चाहिए, वो प्राइवेट पे कर जाते हैं ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, और जो इतनी मतलब प्राइवेट नहीं होती या फिर पब्लिक में होने से भी चलेगा, तो पब्लिक क्लाउड पे मतलब यूज करते हैं. तो आप सोचेंगे क्यों पब्लिक पे करते हैं, क्यों प्राइवेट पे करते हैं? सो द बेसिक थिंग इज, इफ यू थिंक व्हाई इट इज अ प्राइवेट यूज, व्हाई इट इज अ पब्लिक, बोथ क्यों यूज करते हैं? दे कैन ओनली यूज प्राइवेट, राइट? बट द थिंग इज हियर, प्राइवेट इज ऑल्सो कम्स ऑन अ कॉस्टलियर साइड, ज्यादा कॉस्टली होता है. पब्लिक इज लेस कॉस्टलियर. Okay, and that is one of the reasons. The other reasons are security concerns. Okay, जैसे हर चीज हम प्राइवेट में डालेंगे तो हमको फिर एक्सेस देने में दिक्कत होने लगेगा कि इसको एक्सेस देना है, एक्सेस नहीं देना है. सो दैट इज द इशू. तो जो पब्लिक है उसको पब्लिक के लिए दे दिया, जो प्राइवेट है मतलब जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, पीपल हु आर वर्किंग इनसाइड द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में काम कर रहे हैं, द प्राइवेट क्लाउड एक्सेस विल बी गिवन टू दोज. Let's suppose there's a marketing campaign they are running and they need to store some data. So if it is marketing, that is not only done inside the organization, that could be also done outside. मतलब organization के बाहर भी कर सकते हैं. तो वहां पे ये private public cloud का use कर सकते हैं. In that case, they can use public cloud. Did you all understand the public cloud, private cloud, and hybrid cloud, both in Hindi and English? Is there any doubts? Please ask me. Quick
Sir, I'm
questions,
good.
please.
Yeah, I'm good, sir.
Kanchana, what about you? Jitendra, what about you?
I did not understand because for me it's mixing up the language, so I'm not going, one
Okay,
study.
you
So
can
I think I need to
definitely.
change the class with somebody
Okay.
else trainer because I don't want to mix up the language. So I just wanted to go in one stretch. So I don't understand if it is happening with I don't know.
Not an issue. But definitely you don't have to change any trainer or something. You can check with the networking team. Okay,
Yeah,
accordingly, I
yes.
can just okay. My English is too good, so you don't have to worry. Okay, so
Because
so
I mean,
bas-
if it's in English, okay, but Hindi means if it comes in between, I don't get, and it will be, my
yeah,
mind
I
will
can
be
totally
fluctuate.
understand.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
it's same for me as well. So I don't understand.
Uh,
Yeah.
Basically, like it should have been an English session only. Okay, but
Yes.
definitely if someone is asking,
We are
so
from the
I can't
different
ignore.
state, right?
Yeah.
So, and the mode of communication should be
Hmm.
English. That's how, right? So that's the thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So one second. Jitendra, are you there? So basically, Jitendra, like the Hindi, I guess I think you can communicate with a bit of
Yes, sir.
networking backend की इधर थोड़ा connect करिए.
जी सर.
Okay. So maybe I can I think यहाँ पे there are mostly people I think they are जो समझ रहे हैं हिंदी समझ रहे हैं तो maybe आप try to understand. I'll just figure out. आज के सेशन के बाद मैं थोड़ा connect करूंगा उनके साथ. So they will sort it out. Okay. So try to understand. आज बस manage करिए. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, Jitendra. Thank you. Thank you. So guys, I'll just try to connect with the team for these kind of issues. Okay. So I usually have a one language approach, but yeah. Moving towards service models. So when we are talking about, Lanchana, did you understand the public, private, and hybrid? Can we go ahead or can I just repeat it? Just let me know.
Can you please
Others
repeat
as well?
it one more time?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. La.
So
Yes.
basically, sure. I'll just repeat. Okay. When we are talking about deployment models, right? There is public cloud, private cloud, and hybrid cloud, right? Three types of basically. There's also a community cloud, but yeah, we don't simply use that term because it also comes under private because specific to a community. So always three kinds: public, private, and hybrid. So when we are talking about public cloud, okay, so public cloud only allows systems and services to be very easily accessible by the end users. Who is the end user? You, me, and general public, right? Let's suppose your Google Drive, your Gmail, okay? These are all based on public cloud. And public cloud may be less secure because of its openness. Example, your email services and your cloud storage services, anything. Okay.
Hello, sir.
So I hope that, yeah,
Sir.
that makes a sense. Yeah.
सर आप इंग्लिश बहुत जल्दी बोल मैं समझ रहा हूँ पर आप स्पीड में बोल रहे हो इंग्लिश. मैं इंग्लिश समझ जाऊंगा.
Okay.
आप बहुत जल्दी.
Okay, I'll just speak. मैं थोड़ा धीरे बोल दूंगा. Okay, not an issue. Thank you. Okay. And when we are talking about private cloud, okay, so in private cloud, it allows systems and services to be accessible within an organization. So if you think how within an organization, basically when in an organization level, your OS is designed in a way and your network is designed in a way so that they can access particularly to the private cloud. From a general system or your personal computer, when you try connecting, you may face certain issues like maybe you can access the cloud, but you can only upload, but you can't download. Or maybe you can download, you can't upload. So restrictions will be there, okay, depending upon the organization where you are working. So in private cloud, it offers increased security because of its private nature. Okay, so a simple thing, what is public and what is private? So it is simply as a public property and a private property. Private property is just for a number of people who are having access to it, and for a public property is open for anyone who can just come and join and start using or utilizing it, right?
So like we can
Then
say
we have
like
hybrid
a
cloud.
bus and a
Yes.
owned car.
Yes, right. Bus and a own car. Good example. So bus is a public service. Someone can stop and just board on it, right? But if it's your own car, you have your own convenience and you are the only person who can access until unless you hand over the key. So handing over the key means you are giving the security credentials to someone else and handing with the same privileges what you had. Okay. But until unless with those security privileges, no one can access. That is called private cloud. Let's suppose if many of you are working, like I guess many of you are working, so you all have got your organization laptops. Why you are getting an organization laptop, like company's laptop? Okay, because with that OS only and with that particular VPN only and with that particular credential which is provided to you by your organization, with that only you will be able to access to your mail services, okay, and your cloud services. And this is a standard practice. If your organization is not following this, I can't comment on that, but this is a standard practice. Is it clear?
Yeah.
So public, private. Coming towards hybrid cloud. So hybrid cloud, as the name says itself, it's a mixture. It's going to be a mixture of public and private cloud, right? So public and private cloud means, so for resources, what the organization, okay? So this hybrid cloud is also used by organization, IT organization, and these MNCs and these guys only. Nobody like us basically uses hybrid cloud. Okay, it will be all public mostly. 90% of the thing, general public will be using public cloud. Hybrid cloud is a mixture of public and private. Okay, so here what will happen? Many of the secure activities or critical activities will be handled on the this private cloud, and the activities which could be publicly shared. Let's suppose Apple, right? They market their things, like they sell their laptops, they sell their this MacBooks, iPhones, iPads, and everything on an online marketplace, their website. So their website is publicly accessible to everyone. So that means it is publicly, available on a public cloud, right? But there are things like this website is, let's suppose, the hosted on Apache server. Just don't understand what is Apache server for a second. There's a web server on where we can deploy a website. Okay, so that Apache server access you can't have. You will be having that much access which is publicly they have given you, right? Or they have put some downloadables, okay, or something OS image, okay, something they have put which is publicly you can download. So stay assured, you can say that it is publicly available. But and that's backend of their website or any kind of internal data you can't have, because that is all staying on the private cloud of Apple. Is it clear between public, private, and hybrid, and how hybrid is also being used and utilized by the organization? Is it clear till this far? Lanchana, is it clear? Naveen?
Yes.
Hello. I think
Yes,
I'm
yes.
audible.
Yes, yes, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yes, it's fine so
Yeah.
far.
When
Yeah,
it's clear, please, guys, respond. Okay, because I told some facing some network glitches, just a
sure.
temporary issue. Okay. Now I'm going to talk about service models, right? So what are service models? So service models is something, it says how your cloud computing is working, how cloud compute is working, or how your infra is working, right? So basically, when we're talking about the service models, these can be categorized into three basic service models. Okay, so I guess many of you might be already knowing it. Okay, but still, let's talk about it. First of all, IaaS. Okay, what is IaaS? Infrastructure as a service. I'm just letting you know what is infrastructure as a service. Now, let's suppose Lanchana has she has her own data center, okay, and she wants to rent it out. So she's giving her infra as a service. Okay, so I'll just give you a with a better example when I explain. Then we have IaaS, then we have PaaS. Okay, and then we have our SAS. SAS is one of the most interesting models and the best animating of today's time. So let's understand these models, how they are beneficial and how they are being used. So when we are talking about these things, there are many service models, all which can form like XaaS, like anything as a service, okay, which you can sell as a service or provide as a service. That can become a model, such as network as a service, business as a service, database as a service. identity as a service. So infrastructure as a service is the like parent one. Okay, what do you mean a parent one? The most basic level of service, right? And each of the service models make use of the underlying service model. So IaaS is utilized by PaaS, and PaaS being utilized by SaaS. But without IaaS, either PaaS or SaaS can't exist. So IaaS is your hardware. Now tell me, okay, if you don't have the hardware like your display, your keyboard, your mouse, your CPU, or your RAM, can you just put install anything in the air? Definitely not possible, right? So to do some operations, we will need a platform. So there will be a platform put about IaaS. So what is a platform? Let's understand it, right? So platform is something such as it provides a runtime environment for applications, development and deployment tools, or I can say it could be a database on which your database server on which your database applications can run, or your web server, or your deployment tools. These could be part of platform. So now platform you understood. Okay. Here the software level of implementation is created on a higher scale. But what is infrastructure now? Let's understand. In infrastructure, many people that get confused when I talk a term about virtual machines. So you will think, okay, Jerry, like virtual machines are also a software, right? No, it's not only a software, it is the part of your infra. Okay. And virtual machines and operating systems are totally different things. So don't get confused, right? Operating systems, when you see now, like you might have used Linux on a VM, right? So Linux is not a VM. VM is the platform on which the Linux is running. Please understand very carefully. Now, what it happens, IaaS provides the access to fundamental resources such as your physical machines, virtual storage, etc. So these virtual storages are actually not virtual, these are physical storages. Okay, but in the term of cloud, in the users of cloud, we're calling it virtual storage and virtual machines and all. Then we have PaaS. Okay. So this PA provides the runtime environment for our applications, okay, for its development and deployment tools and etc. and many purposes. So this, when the PAS is now there here, so it will be utilized, okay, by your SaaS model, and SaaS is going to be the future. And I have been working into I have set up, basically I don't do any kind of infrastructure setup basically on a physical level, but yes, on a virtual level I do, and I have done with many clients. Talking about platforms, yes, I did. I have worked upon multiple clients, let it be Amazon, Microsoft, Cisco, okay, and recently with you, okay, that is some internal client. I can't use the name. So I have worked with multiple clients in which I have set up the infra, set up their platform, and set up the SaaS service. Though I don't develop the SaaS, but SaaS is the main picture where you earn a lot of money. How? So SaaS model allows to use software applications as service, and softwares are the only thing which can be in which are scaled infinitely. Like if I make a software, I can sell it to 10 billion people around the world. Okay, but that is not the case with infrastructure. Okay, because there is a fixed cost with infra. Because if you need to create a RAM, okay, you have to have a hardware, your golden chips, then you have to build a microprocessor. So this business is scalable, but it has a fixed cost. Similarly, platform. Okay, wait a second. Similarly, when we talk about platform PaaS service, it is also not a very rich service. Okay, but it is a necessity for a SaaS. So basically, SaaS is the one where you earn money, and most of the applications what you see nowadays. Okay, let's suppose this apps.diagram.net. Can you see? Okay, this is a SaaS service. Is it clear, everyone? Your Zoom. Okay, this is a SaaS service. Okay, and many other applications are there which you are using as
Microsoft
SaaS.
365.
Okay, so let's Microsoft 365, your
Right.
Office, right?
Yeah,
So
Workday.
that is your that is not a kind of a SaaS service. It is two-way thing. It is a SaaS, okay. So there is installable, and that is also available on cloud. So it is a two-way thing, you can say. Okay. So as a application you are putting, Okay, and also as a cloud application also you can use. Okay, but as a local application you have more features, and as a cloud application it will have less features. So that is the only difference, but it's a SaaS thing. Okay, infinitely scalable. Okay, and there are many applications. You can't cause say be a VLC player as a SaaS application. No, SaaS application means it is basically should be sold as a service. Okay, but VLC player and something we can't call it a service. Okay, because there is no service cost, anything, nothing you are giving. It is just an install we are putting. You can't call it a
Yeah.
SaaS service. Okay,
Like
Microsoft
service
Teams.
now,
so
service now.
yeah, service now is a SaaS. Excuse me. Yes, service now is a SaaS. Salesforce is a SaaS. Okay. Any more examples, please?
How
It's
about
good you are
Microsoft
Gmail?
Teams.
listening to me properly.
How about Gmail?
Yes, what? Gmail, yeah, you can say a SaaS service. Gmail is a SaaS service. Gmail is a SaaS service. G Drive is a SaaS service. Okay, anything you are utilizing, okay, or being having used on cloud is a SaaS service. Okay, any kind of CRM application is also a SaaS service. Okay, so yeah, these are all SaaS services. Good answer. Any more answers, please? Shall I move
Microsoft
ahead then?
Teams.
OneDrive,
Microsoft?
OneDrive.
Microsoft
Yeah,
Teams.
OneDrive is a SaaS service. Teams. Teams, yeah,
Yeah.
it's a SaaS. It could be a SaaS, yeah, it is a SaaS service. Okay. So let's have an understanding then. SaaS services examples, so that you keep this in mind, because this is a very general question which is asked in, can you just figure out, tell me some SaaS application, and people get stuck there, right? So I'll just want to see Salesforce, this Adobe, Google Workspace, like basically your G Drive, Gmail, and all that part. Okay, then HubSpot, there are many, whatever you call, no, we have all here. So if you can see Salesforce, Zoom, G Suite, I have already discussed, right? Netflix, okay, your YouTube or your Prime Video, that is all SaaS service. Okay, so just keep these things, services in mind, so that you don't get stuck in the interview. Okay, very simple answers, but why people think it is complicated, I don't also know, because I have taken multiple interviews and I have faced the same issue with the interview, like the interviews that they get stuck with this question. They think there is a complicated answer to it, and that's why we question that. So now we have understand the IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. So it is more better if I can just show you in a way, like, just to think it, this is the first stage, okay, this is the second stage, and this is the third stage, or the last stage. This is the basic, this is the intermediate, and this is the last level of everything. Without IaaS, PaaS can't exist, and without PaaS, SaaS can't exist. So I will just talk you some examples also here. So in applications such as I told, your email services, games, your virtual desktops, your CRMs, virtual machines and desktops are different. Just keep that in mind. Okay, so your virtual desktop is something you are connecting to your Microsoft server. Okay, not Microsoft Windows server. Okay, I'm talking about Microsoft Windows server. We are remotely connecting. So that part is also done on SaaS. Okay, the server where it is running, it is a part of IaaS, physically existence of it. Okay, and through which we are connecting in between. Okay, it is a PaaS. It could be a deployment tool, it could be a database, it could be a web server, anything. Okay, so any doubts, please ask me. Please ask. Don't refrain from asking. Please do ask.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Salesh, Abhishek, Jidin, everyone
Yeah,
okay?
I'm okay.
Lanchana, any doubts? Okay. 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 So because these are very basics, and people are very much keen into understanding the starting with AWS, and many trainers will maybe start with AWS and then start making you understand cloud. But this is the fundamental, and without making people understand, I don't start with the AWS part. Okay, that is my route. Okay. Now let's understand bit of history, which is just not that much important, but it's good if you know. So basically, cloud concept is not very new. Okay, so it started from the era of mainframe, and I hope many of you have heard about mainframe computers. Okay, in 1950s, basically it started as a concept. Okay, via thin and static clients, and since then, cloud computing has evolved from static clients to dynamic ones, from software to services. Okay, so then basically in 1950s mainframes era were there, and mainframes were still there till 1990s. Okay, and in many Infosys organization I have seen that they are maintaining many mainframe services still. Okay, now in 1960s, personal computers came to picture. 1990s, there were client server architecture came to picture. Where in 1990s, this .com revolution also came. If you haven't heard, you can just Google it out. What is .com revolution? Okay, and then in 2000, okay, we have this IT some infrastructure management outsourcing started. Okay, which is where we started to get into hosted environments, which means that this could be hosted somewhere. Okay, or my VM could be hosted somewhere. And then in early 2010 or in late, like I think not early, in 2010 around, the concept of proper cloud computing came into the picture, and that too with started with a like no mostly with AWS. Okay, and it started with a as a service model. Okay, and yeah, that is all about. Then benefits of cloud, you all of us know quite good, right? One can access application as utilities over the internet. Let's suppose I want to access Gmail. Now let me, is it convenient to access Gmail on internet, or let's suppose I should have installed the application of Gmail on my system, then I would have opened it? Which one is more convenient? Which one is more? Or and on a cost perspective and also resource optimization perspective also, which one is more uh, good?
Installing an application on mobile, like a Gmail, that will be application, right? Gmail application.
Yeah, but Gmail may not be a small application, right, Suresh? If you
Yes.
think the back end,
Yeah.
front end, if you everything installed, so maybe your
Yes.
system is not capable to handle that. Okay, and there are many kind of different computers. I mean, maybe like if I'm using some X system, so Suresh might be using some Y, and Abhishek might be using some Z, and Lanchana might be some using some system A. So there are so many variables. So definitely at the end of the day, Google would have gone mad with their application and a lot of things, because if we because this is a very simple application and there is no way of making it complicated. Okay, in organizations, why we don't use this cloud, like we do use, but why we are there, it is asked to use Outlook. Basically Outlook many of you have used if you are working, right? So in this case, what is happening, why Outlook? Because this mail needs to be synced to our system so that it could be also accessed offline. That is the main concept, okay, on our laptop. That's why, and it is also a very managed way of keeping the things, okay, rather than randomly accessing every time on cloud. Okay, it is the faster way. But in a personal use case, okay, when we talk about Gmail is basically a cloud application. Okay, but in our mobile phones, they are integrated in a way that it is wait a second, in our mobile phones it is integrated in a way that it is basically just syncing up the new mails and storing locally on your phone. Okay, but still the concept is that there is an application just as a mediator to connect to cloud and syncing up the things and put it on your phone so that you can offline access. But on laptops and all, that is not that much widely adaptable. Okay, so because the philosophy of a personal computer and an Android smartphone or this Apple smartphone or iOS or any other Java smartphone is not same. The ideologies are different. Okay, and the application development, how the things here, and the developer's mindset is also different in all the cases. Okay, but still Microsoft is using this Microsoft Store to put some applications and all. But yeah, in current day also, I prefer Gmail to be accessed online here only because it is up to date, and yeah, it is very much fluid, fast to load and all. Okay, earlier in 2003 and 4 it was too slow a bit. Okay, and our internet connections are also so, but nowadays it is internet is also fast and the things are fine. Now it does not require you to, basically in cloud it does not require you to install a specific piece of software to access or manipulate cloud applications, right? And cloud computing also offers online development and deployment tools. You can also do programming on runtime environments such as platform as a service model. Okay, then we have cloud resources which are available over a network in a manner that provides platform independent access to any type of client. What does it mean? Is basically, let's suppose I told you, maybe Abhishek has a different system. Okay, Jitendra has a different system, and maybe Lanchana might have a different system. Let's take. But in this case, what will happen? Okay, let's understand it very carefully. This is system A. Okay, let's system 1. This is system 1. Okay. This is system 2 and this is system 3. Right? 3 kind of systems. Here in system 1, I have used Windows 11, 10 GB RAM, i5 CPU. Okay. I will just change it quickly. Wait a second. So here in system 2, they are using Windows 10, okay, and 16 GB RAM and i7 CPU, okay. And here it is not at all Windows. Let's suppose this is, wait a second. This is a Linux system, i5 CPU and something. So here, what is the thing is, right? So what is the differences between all these three? Quick answers, please. What is the differences over here? Guys, am I audible to you?
Configuration and operating systems.
Yeah.
Like i5 is there for
So can
processor, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
in system
So
2, we have i7, yeah.
right. But like, can I expect the same level of performance from each of them?
No.
Okay. But let's show you the big picture here. Okay. But I want, okay, let me just scroll it a bit. Till now, is everyone able to understand? Anyone who is not able to understand this?
No,
Anyone who's not able to understand? You are good,
I'm
right? Okay, fine. Okay. Why I'm asking again and again? Sometimes, okay, there are some things people refrain asking, but I'm repeatedly asking. If there is, please do ask. So let's suppose I'm just giving a hypothetical. So there is no Gmail offline application for these kind of systems, but let's take it now. But the dilemma is, okay, I want to install Gmail on like Gmail for all these. Okay, that is what the thing is. System configurations are different, but Gmail is going to be same for everyone, right? So can you just tell me, like, is it correct to have the same application for all these? Is it correct? Is that the application going to be same for everyone?
Yes.
No. Let me just tell you the challenge. See, the application should also vary depending on this. So basically, when you see a application is very huge, it is not because that application's usability is very high. No, or it has a lot of features. No, it is designed in a way it can support all these architectures. Windows 11, Windows 10, Windows Linux, okay? And Linux is totally different. So how the application could be same? For Linux, there should be a different way of developing the application. Right? Is it understandable what is the major issue here?
Yes.
Now, how are we tackling the issue? That is the question. That is the interesting part. Now, if I just go to Gmail, right?
Best example
So what is happening?
The best example is Putty, right? Putty for 64-bit, we have one type of version, and 64-bit.
No, Putty can't be the example here. I'm just telling you because Putty can be offline installed, and Putty is not a cloud application. I just want to give a cloud example reference, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So basically, I'm not talking about the infrastructure part, the 64-bit, 32-bit. That is a totally different discussion, and I have not put that variable also here. Okay. So these are, first of all, Gmail, why it is on cloud? Because first of all, this is going to be a widely used application. It shouldn't be dependent upon your system capabilities. So what is the simple way? You just go to your browser, type mail.google.com, and your Gmail will start loading. Irrespective of what OS you are using, what system configuration you are having, whatever it is. But At the backend, where is Gmail exactly loading? Where this application load is there? Can you just tell me? This Gmail is hosted somewhere, right? On some cloud resources. So that is where your Gmail is getting, loaded exactly, not on your system. You think it is loading on your system, but no, it is taking some of your system resources to put some, local data on your system. But basically, where is Gmail running? On the backend. Okay. So Gmail may load slow because of a network issue and may load faster also because of a network issue. Why? Now you will think, okay, if my system network is slow, so how can you say Gmail is running on cloud? No, tell me. You are accessing it on internet, right? Now, that system is capable to throw Gmail on your system or load Gmail on your system. But your network is not capable to, take the information or download the information what that server is giving. Understood the point here? Did everyone understood what is happening? So let's suppose, let it be Windows 11, let it be Windows 10, or let it be Linux. Does it matter if Gmail is hosted on cloud? Will it matter that by any way where Gmail is, because Gmail is on cloud, you are just using a browser. So will it matter to any of the systems now if Gmail is on top of running on a cloud? Will this matter anymore?
Yeah, I
Quick
would
answer,
say
please.
yes. Yeah.
How it will matter?
As you said, right, like depends upon system capability and the system performance. So it takes time to load, maybe because of the network path that we were using, like
Yeah,
IS.
that is the that is like, I'll try to understand what I mean to say again. The question was, like, see, if Gmail is host, your network should be as I told you, network should be correct at your end. If your network is slow, definitely Gmail will load slower. But this Gmail, where it is exactly hosted, try to understand, Suresh and everyone. So your network performance, this does it have anything to do with the main resource where Gmail is hosted? Does it have anything to do with that? Your network is slow, that's why Gmail is loading slow on your system. But at the back end, Gmail has the capability to load faster, right? The faster your network, Gmail will load faster on your system. I hope you got my point, right, Suresh?
Yes,
Where
right.
Gmail is hosted, right? So it is irrespective of what system resources you have. See, definitely nowadays we are using the bare minimum resources, right? But the thing is, Gmail is not actually accessing your system capabilities. Basically, this browser capabilities and all, that is negligible thing. But Gmail is having a huge server, which is basically being accessed by, millions of people and billions of people. Like, you can say the population or one third population may be using in Gmail. And why I'm saying in billions, because the basic thing is, right, like myself is having 7 accounts, you might have 2 3 accounts, so it will be used maybe more than a human population. So can you see, understand the load and the scalability opportunities we have as Gmail, right? So this is not a game of our simple systems, like which are meant for public resources something, but these are like, just variables. Yes, I agree. If the system is at the infra level, like if your system is slower, definitely it won't be, the loading of Gmail will be slower. But this Gmail loading is not depending upon your system. Your system is dependent upon the network and its resources to get it loaded faster. Okay, but at the back end, Gmail is getting or utilizing the resources at the far away remote data centers. Okay, that is what the thing is. I hope that made it clear. Now, one more thing. Let's talk, of course, AWS. Okay, AWS here. Now, I want to run some huge machine learning models. I want to run some huge machine learning models to this, which is hosted on AWS. Okay. So these are, let's suppose, ML models. Okay. So you don't have to understand much. I mean, ML models, how do they work? This is just for example. And ML models are actually huge. Okay. Machine learning, small models, actually, like very tiny models, you can just put out on your system. Okay. And nobody carries a laptop with 64 GBs of RAM. Very effective, like speaking. 16 GB is bare minimum to run its own applications. Okay. Without 16 GB, don't imagine of running any kind of ML model. So when we are talking about huge ML models, machine learning, this you have heard about these, right? Like this Alexa, this Google, this phones, and your Google Assistant, right? These are all working on AI ML models. Okay, so don't you think this Google Assistant application, what you are using, it's pre-processing and is happening, and everything is happening on the cloud, or is it happening on his phone? Chat GPT, let's talk about. That's Chat GPT. Many of you have heard about, right? You install an application of Chat GPT, or you go to OpenAI chat and you start putting the things. So is the processing happening on your system or at the back end? I think that this will make more sense. Where is it happening?
At the back end.
Right? So it doesn't have to do anything with your system until unless just the website part you just need to load. Right? So can you understand the how, like when we are running an ML model, it is giving, so you wouldn't believe it is the transactions are in ultra latency. Okay, if the transaction at their end is not done in ultra latency, India is too far from the ChatGPT servers. So now you might think, okay, what we have to do with the distance? Yeah, distance matters. So internet is not coming through air. It is of interconnected, C cables. I hope you know, right? If you don't know, internet is connected through C cables all around the world. Okay, so the distance will matter. So that's why, okay, if I talk that this is cloud, okay, please understand it. So is it interesting, or you're getting bored with cloud? Otherwise, I'll just change the route of learning. How many of you are getting bored? Or
I'm okay.
what about others? Suresh, I think Lanchana, Naveen. What about
I'm
others?
fine.
Quick answers.
I'm fine.
It's good.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Now, thank you. Abhishek, I just want everyone responses.
Yeah.
Lanchana, you're good?
I'm good.
Lanchana, what about you? Thank you, Abhishek. Able to
Welcome,
understand
sir.
everything?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now, this comes the interesting part. Now, this is cloud, and okay, let's take this thing is India. Okay. Cloud can't be so big than India, but let's suppose this is India. Too far. Okay. And let's make it a bit bigger. And let's suppose this is here is US. And here is Germany. Okay. Now tell me, this cloud is connected to this. This cloud is connected to, wait a second. Connected to this, and this cloud is also connected to this. Now tell me, who will access the cloud faster?
USA.
Yes, sir. Why?
Yeah.
Because today, maybe many of you didn't know that we have this cables, right? These are all, let's suppose, cables.
Yeah. Paper.
So these are all fiber optic cables, first of all, and they work in lightning speed. But whatever the lightning speed it is, okay, the basic thing is the distance, right? So when the distance is higher, the latency will be higher, right?
Yeah.
But what I will do is this is, let's suppose, and there is a server of AWS that is called North Virginia. Okay, Virginia. That is, I guess, US East 1. Okay, this is the biggest server in the whole world of AWS. Okay, it's not a server, it's a region. Okay, in this there will be multiple servers. Okay, or availability zones, and in single availability zone there could be 3 data centers. I'll explain you that part. Okay, but let's focus. Now what happens? What I saw is, okay, India will say, okay, it is very too far for why my client is from US, so you don't have any excuse. You have to put the data in the US only because of GDPR, data policies, and compliance policies, all that blah 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 part. Okay, but if my client is from India, my client will just put my throat. Okay, put the servers in India. You can't put the servers. So let's suppose now AWS also has its regions in Mumbai. Okay, so Mumbai It is something, I don't know what server, US East, something, US West, I
APAC.
think something. Let's suppose Mumbai only.
Mhm.
Yes. Yes, please say.
No, I said APAC Southeast.
Yeah.
Oh, South, sorry. Not Southeast, APAC South.
I don't think APAC. It is APAC South. No, I don't think so. It is APAC is no server. We have something. I'll just check once.
AP
Can just
South
check
is
here.
there.
Let's check. Let's check once. Let's not give any wrong info. I'll just check. Meanwhile, it loads. My internet is slow. So here, let's suppose India. Now my client is in India. Okay. And the person working is in USA. Now this guy unfortunately have to use this cloud only. This is the general standard we follow. Okay. Because a cloud, this client should be here. And if my client is in India, even the person is from working is from USA, they have to work from the this for this Mumbai server only. But if the client is from US, so this Indian person we have to work from the this cloud only. Okay, so there are many things, but the general practice is server location stays with the client location. Okay, this is the general best practice because of the data policies, and there are many government policies, many, because data is very crucial these days. So you can't just randomly play with data. Okay, that is the thing. Have you understood how distance matters here? So the latency will be higher, ping will be higher, and there will be a lot of variables. Okay, and not only this, there are some services which could be here and which can't be. In that perspective, I may change the cloud location. Let's suppose some service X is not, some AWS service is not available here. Okay, so what will I do is that I won't use this service. Okay, here I'll use some that service in Mumbai. That can happen. But why Mumbai? Because if the person is from, they will try it first in Europe or maybe in Canada. Okay. So, and if that is not there, then they can think of Mumbai. But there won't be any scenario that if it is not available and it is available. But I'm just telling you how the things will work. Okay. So, 1 second. So I hope everyone has kept, please, okay, if you don't know, please keep your debit card or a credit card handy. I will recommend a debit card for account creation process. Okay, my this is my console. Your console may look a bit different than mine, but yeah, that is totally fine. Can you see my region is currently US is North Virginia, and this is the only region which we are going to use throughout our whole hands-on. Okay. So can you see on the right? Okay, this keeps from here. We can switch our regions. Let's wait. Okay. I could have shown one more thing, but yeah, that is fine. Okay, can you see now? This is Asia Pacific, Mumbai, AP South one. Okay. Is it clear?
Yeah, now.
Asia Pacific, not APAC, not APAC. It's Asia Pacific, and it is the South region. Okay, AP South, because India comes to the south of West, like no kind of towards the down. Okay, that's why they have just given it. Okay.
Yeah.
And this one we are going to use for all our hands-on activities. We are going to use this only, and I'll let you know the reason and everything, so you don't have to worry on that. Okay. And one quick thing. Okay. If it will be more comfortable for all of us if we can just all use the Zoom application, okay, to connect to the meetings. What happens, there are some kind of features which is only available with the application. Okay, so if you are using a web browser, it is fine, but it's always better to use the application. Okay, so that would be actually easy, because in many of the times you may need to share your screen or something got stuck or if it is not working right. So for that, definitely it will be easy or convenient if you use the application. Okay, this is just a request and to you all. Now moving back to this, everything is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now your cloud basics are done. Okay, I guess everyone is happy with the understanding how the cloud things work. And this is more than a cloud explanation because I also touched the concept how the things will be working as a general client, this location and all. Okay, just to give an idea. Moving towards what all things we are going to learn here, right? That is the basic question. So let me just have a look what is there in the structure. I'll just let you know. I'll be also sharing a Google Drive and everything. Those will be live notes. Okay. So not Google Drive. I think I'll be sharing the notes that will be shared to your LMS by the networking team. Okay, with the recordings and everything. So before we move forward, let me just let you know the course part. Okay. So here, introduction to cloud. Okay, we have understood, right? Then we'll be starting with your AWS IAM, okay, and identity access management policies, okay, and which will be most probably maybe tomorrow we are going to start, okay. Then we'll be going with EC2, okay. So it will be totally of 14 module thing, okay. So I can just in some other meetings I can just elaborate it more, but for a few for a few days you can just know introduction to cloud is almost complete. Then I will introduce you to the AWS cloud, okay, maybe tomorrow, and after that with the IAM part. What is IAM? Identity and access management, because I believe the first thing we should learn is to make our cloud secure, okay, security part, which is now is everyone holding a debit card? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it will be helpful that if some of you can, any of you can share the screen, because I don't have to create an account. Okay, but I can show you and share you the links and everything where you have to create. If anyone can share the account, sorry, the link, sorry, the screen basically, not the link. That will be really easy for me to go with, because I'm just facing some thing. So I have shared the link in chat. Please check, everyone. And I'll be also creating some notes. So just give me 1 second.
So Jerry, in case if you have your previous class notes, if you could share it across so we could go through, I mean, parallelly.
Previous class, this is the first class, I guess.
No,
This
no,
is
no.
the
I
first
mean,
class.
what I mean to say, the previous batch class notes.
Okay, I'll be sharing you the notes, okay?
Yeah.
This is what I'm doing actually, putting the notes only. I think my screen is visible. Notes will be shared, don't worry. Because I don't believe in putting PPTs and notes, right? That is not a fruitful choice, basically. I believe in, like, I will explain you everything and I'll put the notes according to the understanding what you have. Okay, that is what I believe. That would be a better thing. Okay, so let's me just put the things. So this notes will be actually shared as a PDF format to you all by the backend team through network links. Okay, so don't worry on that. So can anyone of you can help me to what is the infrastructure? Can you just tell me your systems infrastructure, what you are using right now? Anyone? Systems infrastructure. Can anyone tell me?
Sorry, system. What do you mean? I mean,
Systems. Whatever laptop you're using, that infrastructure of your laptop, configuration of your laptop.
so Intel Core
Because
i5,
that is the basic.
16 GB
Hmm.
RAM, Lenovo T14 model.
Okay. So basically, you for others who don't know or who want to know, this is how we can always check. I see you can I think you can see my task manager. Can you all see that?
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
confirm it is
Yes.
visible,
Yes.
right? So this is the basic thing, and this is the very basic. And I don't know why it doesn't get covered with any trainings. First of all, you have to understand your system. If you understand your system, then only you will be very optimize it in a very optimized way. You will be able to use your cloud resources, because it is running on the same principle on which your systems is running. because fundamentals are going to be same. So here, in my case, this is a 12th gen Intel Core i5 1245H. So H means, H stands for, you might have this H, you might have P, you might have U. Okay. U is for mobile processors, which consume very less power and very less powerful as well. Then there is P grade in Intel I'm talking about. Then there is P grade, we have performance grade. And there is H grade, which is high performance for gaming grade laptops. So mine is H. So you don't start comparing your i5 to my i5 and basically why? Because i5s are not same. They are different grades. So your performance might be less because of that reason. But what grade of CPU it is? Okay. So here there is another thing. So there are 8 physical cores and 12 logical cores on the CPU, and there's a base speed of 2 gigahertz. That is also meant that also matters a lot when to process data. Then you have L1, L2, and L3 of cache. I can just explain the cache module come. I'll explain what are these. Then we have memory, which is RAM. Okay, I have 16 gigabits of RAM, from which 15.7 is available for me to use, and around 300 MB is system reserved, from which I have already consumed 9.4 GB, which is still consumed. This is my SSD. This is my Ethernet. Okay, what I have been connecting. Okay, then if I would have connected to Wi-Fi, it had have shown Wi-Fi. Then this is my onboard GPU, and this is my extra, dedicated GPU. Okay, this is how you can see your system configuration in a very easy way. There are other ways to check it, but this is the most easy way where you will get the holistic data, how the things are performing. Is it clear? So your activities, you can just have look around today with your system, right? To understand your system, because this is in a way I also going to explain you your cloud resources as well. Okay, Suresh. Okay, everyone. Ranchana, everyone.
Yes.
So
Yeah, yes,
I'll just
yeah.
notes quickly so that you can just get into it. 1 second. I'll be putting the notes for the day and sharing the same to the backend team so that they can just get it back to you. Meanwhile, is everyone at a pace? Accent, my English, what a vocabulary, everything is fluent full for everyone. Is it something which you are thinking you're not able to understand? Okay, you can definitely tell me. Okay, I will slow up my pace or something. And it is not the first day you can get a thing with me. With 1 or 2 more sessions, you'll get a understanding how I speak and how the sessions will go through. Okay. And I believe that in the past 1.5 hour, whatever we have covered, it was full engaging, and there is not a kind of a thing which you might have found boring around. So anything you can just let me know. Okay, because I want my sessions to be on a top much priority and to be a best of content. Okay.
I have a one question here, right? So
Sure.
once we start the lab environment now, once we start the syllabus and once we get into the lab environment, so
Right.
if we have any doubts, so whether that will be get cleared during the time of session, or there will be a separate session like half an hour or 45 minutes extra to get the doubts clarified.
First of all, I can assure you one thing, Suresh. Okay, I won't leave you with doubts. That is my surety. Okay, like if you have got me with today's session, I ask people that whether they understand or not. Right. Secondly, if you still have doubts, okay, I will explain you within the session timings itself. There may not be any extra part, because in the first 2 days, I don't want to bombard with a lot of things. Maybe today and tomorrow it will be shorter sessions with 1.5 hour, like 90-minute session. Okay. Moving towards, I'll be taking 3-hour sessions or more than 2-hour sessions, in which will be more of where we are starting with the hands-on mode, which needs some time, and I will also wait for you to complete. So you don't have to worry that, okay, I'll just leave you alone and you have to do. I'll help you out until unless you finish your hands-on, I won't move. So don't worry on that, Suresh. Got your point clear, Suresh?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. Wait a second. Okay. Put the notes. I'll be sharing you all through the PDF. Okay. So what we have covered today, what is cloud computing, right? What are different deployment models in cloud? What are different service models in cloud? We have covered. Okay. Benefits of cloud, your physical infrastructure. Okay. How they are, it could be like OS also, it could be Windows, Mac, Linux, anything. graphics, everything we have covered this far. Next, what we are going to do is, okay, our free tier usage. Okay, I'll explaining that tomorrow. So shall we start with sign up process, everyone? Can we start with that?
Yeah.
So Suresh, any of you have already have a AWS account? So that is a quick thing for everyone who has already have. Please don't use that account. Please create a fresh account, because AWS accounts are for free tier, like for free usage. So first thing, they are not totally free. Few of the things are free, and we'll try to cover our sessions within the free tier also only. Okay, because I have to, because most of the people may not need to spend, okay, on that. So if you want to spend, definitely it is your call. Okay, but I would recommend, okay, as a first time user for all these things, you don't have to do this. Okay, with the experience you can experiment, where you know how much you are going to spend and how much it needs to be spent. Okay, secondly, the maximum charges which can occur is in between $1 to $2. Okay, like 160 rupees, and that is very huge. Okay, in my sessions people don't even pay a single dollar, and the sessions are over. But just keep in mind, it may go in between $1 to $2 a max. Okay, and that also I'll also help you waive off. Okay, if possible. If not, then you can just pay. I hope that is fine with everyone. Secondly, it is not an auto debit model. It is not going to be get auto debited. You will get a bill, then only you have to pay if needs to be. In 99%, I can make you sure you don't have to pay anything. Okay, if you follow the instructions properly, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Moving towards, we'll just be covering. Wait a second.
Hello,
Yes, yes, please.
sir. Lecture over होगा?
नहीं, it's not over. Over नहीं होगा.
कितनी देर तक चलेगा?
10 minutes more, 10 minutes.
सर जब
10 minutes more.
वो ओवर होने से पहले एक बार मुझसे बात करना सर. ठीक है सर.
ओके, ठीक है जितेंद्र जी. हाँ जी, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. Okay, so everyone, I have put a link. Has everyone got it?
Yes, sir. We got.
Okay. Can someone share the screen? Can Suresh, can you share the screen? If you are
Sir,
allowed, can you?
I already
Okay,
have the free trial account, sir.
When did you create it? Was it recent, or you have already? That's
No.
what I want.
Actually, now I hope you remember, right? Last demo class, in that they put me in
Okay.
the advanced networking. When I asked for a solution, they put me in the advanced networking, but I have not gone through any basics. So that's what I have requested Atul Sharma sir to put me on the
Okay.
this. So which means, so I already have the free trial account. I've been already been
Okay, so
created
it is
on.
a recent account, right? It is a recent
Yes,
account.
yes, sir.
Okay, not an issue. Anyone else? Otherwise, I have to show it. So I won't have any issues with that. Okay, but if you do it, that is because I have to then do my debit transaction. Basically, there is zero, the 2 rupees transaction only, but I have to go through that hassle. That is going, and I'm not sure about my network part. So, okay, if anyone can share, it will be really helpful.
Shall I share my screen?
Yeah, that is fine. If you can share, Lanchana. Are you getting the option to share your screen?
For me, it's showing like host disabled participant screen sharing.
Okay, now share.
Okay. Is my screen is up?
It's visible. Now just click on create an AWS account on the right.
Okay.
Now put your email ID, whatever you want to use. So here you can use one thing. That is a trick. That's Lanchnak139. You can just add plus after 39 plus AWS1. So what will happen? With the same ID, you can create multiple accounts with having this plus AWS1, plus AWS2, plus AWS3, like that. But the mail ID will be this. So you don't have to worry that like any kind of mail will come to this Lanchana139@gmail.com only. Okay, Lanchana? This is where your all the mails. But this is a trick by which with a single mail ID, you can create multiple accounts. Okay. Now choose your AWS account name, whatever name you want to give. Okay. Verify mail address. Now log into your mail ID. Just click on verify and now go back to a mail ID. There would be a verification code. Did you get it, Lanchana? Okay, so click on verify, then it will be verified. Now you have to keep any password. So it's always advisable that you use a notepad to type a password and put it. Just put a random password, Lanchana. That is fine, which is easy for you to. Let's suppose Lanchana @123 4. You don't have to keep anything complicated because you are just doing it for learning purposes. Okay, launch one. Yeah, that is fine.
Please continue.
Yeah, I do. Okay, yeah, that is fine. Now I'll click on never right now. Yes. So personal for your own projects. Now put your full name. And I recommend you can just put your full name first. And now don't put your phone number right now, please, and share your screen. Then put your phone number. Like, let me just tell you, just scroll down a bit now. After putting your phone number, choose your country. Address, you can put a random. Okay, no particular address you have to put. Okay, I feel that, okay, just let's maintain the privacy. It has nothing to do with the account. Okay, and then you can unshare and do this thing. Okay, just choose India. You can type India type there. India. Yeah. Now, yes, put you can unshare and put Lanchan, I guess. Okay, fine. Country is India. Phone number you have. Country is India, Lanchan. Okay, and phone number should be correct as well because you'll get OTP. So don't put a random phone number or something. State anything, just put Karnataka, postal, any random you can put. 56000 something you can just put. Okay, I have read and agree to the terms. Click on continue. Now you should unshare, Rajana, okay, and put your debit card information, and then you can just put the details, and there will be a 2 rupee transaction most probably. Okay, if you face the issue, please do let me know. Okay, I will help you unshare. Okay, yeah, I have your screen. Do let me know that you're done. Others, are you able to understand the account creation process? Anyone who's getting stuck? Abhishek,
Yeah,
Abhilash, Usha,
yeah, it's fine, Jerry.
Naveen.
Yeah, we are able to understand. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Basic thing is some of the people face issue during the adding the payment details. Okay. That is where you use a debit card. Okay. Where what you don't usually use. Okay. So even there is some kind of thing, you don't have to worry because in that account you won't be having something. Lanchana, is it done, Lanchana?
Yes, I just finished it.
I think if you're speaking, it's not audible if you're speaking.
Should I click for save card information for faster future payments? No, right?
Not required, no. Now, after doing that, you can share back your screen. There should be a payment bill desk, something will come to do a 2 rupees payment or something.
Address I have given, use my contact address. And do you have a PAN? Yes.
No, just don't
No
put.
need to give the PAN.
Yeah.
Let me share my screen.
Yes.
Okay.
You can give, but I don't, because why to give so much information just to create an account? That is what my understanding is.
Okay. Should I click? I mean,
Use my address. Yeah. Verify and continue. Step 3 of yes, fine. Don't save it. So basic thing is, I have worked with many cyber professionals. Okay. And the best recommendation, it is needs to be followed, I'm telling you, because Amazon is a business, right? Why they are asking all the details? Because they want to know the customer more. But it is always the choice with the customer how much information you want to give, right? So always keep that in mind. Any accounts anywhere you are creating, try to avoid, if it is, I'm not talking about your bank accounts, in there you have to put the correct data.
should
But
I click
any
on
kind of
submit?
right, submit it.
Okay.
So basically, why this 2 rupee transaction, or a transaction is done to reduce unnecessary people will come and create a free account, right? So to reduce that thing, that is, just click on that Lanchana K, that name, that is a round box on the left, right? Yeah. Now primary purpose of account, let's select on that. Select one, just click on that. Personal use. Ownership type, individual. Have you selected? Please select individual.
Yeah, I have selected.
Now it is asking some, just select that, click on that permanent account number, what it is. Okay, it is asking for this, right? Now click on ownership type. What other options do we have? Click on personal use on that top, personal use on that, business case. Academic, just choose academic. Is it still asking for a thing? And ownership type, company, just click on company. What it's showing. India document type. Okay, just use individual thing. And can you show me your mail, what you have
What
get? I
about
just
this
want to.
academic?
You can just leave it right now here only. Don't close it. Just show me your mail. What you should have got a mail confirmation, whether your account is created or something. I just want to check that. If that is done, you can skip this step. If there is a mail, is there a mail from Amazon? There is no mails. Okay, there is a mail. No reply, that something. Yeah, just click on that. To use Amazon valid payment method, you can verify the current method. Okay, just click on that. Yes, just click on the link. Wait a second. Now put your root user mail ID. So day by day, they are making it tough. Plus AWS one. At the gmail.com. Next. And now put your password. Let it show. Let it show. Save it. You can save it. Click on save. Save this ID. Yeah. Complete AWS registration. Let it show the screen. Okay, confirm Lanchana K. Yeah, choose it. Primary purpose of account registration. Just click personal and choose a PAN. It's fine. Personal use and choose a PAN. Or you can choose some other documents if that is handy to you. PAN is fine, right? Or a driver license number is also fine. Anything. Which is more accessible, anything you can give. So you can just, yeah, you can just give your PAN, not an issue. I have stopped your screen share. Please enter it, then we can reshare it again, Manjana. Okay. After clicking the complete that step, and then please reshare. Is it completed? Okay. Just do a text message, choose your country and the phone number. So guys, just as you're saying, it is a bit complicated. Okay. So yes, that is how it is these days. So now put your mobile phone number. Yeah, I think you could have. Yeah, fine. Now type your characters as shown. Y8M. Yeah, send SMS. There should be a OTP. Meanwhile, are as any of others also creating the account?
I'll finish it today. Yeah.
Okay, cool. There was a problem with your payment information. To continue, sign into account. Just click on sign into account. Just click on verify account. There is a verify button, right? And just put a card number. Was your card number correct, Lanchana? What you added, I think that should be correct because there was a deduction, right? Yes. Okay, just scroll a bit down. Okay, just go up. Do one thing. Put your card details. Okay. Expiry, security code, and whatever the card name, the name on the card is, and just scroll down, and put your billing details, full name and whatever company is optional, and just scroll down again, and then please scroll down to the bottom, and click on verify. Okay. Email is also optional, so put your correct details. Sometimes it is also from the debit card issuers thing. Okay, so how they do it, I don't know. Talking about others, I need to check. Okay, Abhilash, Shusha, Abhishek, uh, Naveen, Jitender, have you all created the accounts?
I'll just check it. So currently things are not handy with me, like PAN and all.
Okay.
So I'll just, as
Not
soon as
an
I
issue,
reach
not an
home, I'll
issue.
do it. Yeah.
Sure, please. So it is not a very big issue, everyone. So don't feel that, okay, something. It is just, some of the bank providers verify it easily, or the AWS has a good connection, so they just verify it quickly. In some other ways, they don't do. Okay, so that's how the things are, because they have made it strict due to recent changes in their policies in India, because many of the accounts are just created for the sake of creation, not being used, and they have to maintain those. So that is a cost to them. So that's why they are just checking the things minutely. And the things are more tough in if you just try to do with Azure or GCP. It is still a bit easier in AWS. Hey, Lanchana, is it done? If you're speaking, I'm not able to hear, okay?
Yeah, I just clicked on verify account. It's loading.
Share your screen because it is not visible.
Yeah.
Okay. Because what happens in live sessions, like, the basic thing is the privacy, okay? So that's why I'll share these things needs to be done. Just, yeah, enter the OTP and all. Are you getting the amount debit, this thing? Message on your phone? I guess it should be okay. Now it is verified. See, just click on never. You don't have to save that. So it's done. Okay, let it be fine. Okay. It is it is showing unverified, but it is verified because you got the notification, and verification can take up to 24 hours. Now just go to your mail. I want to see if there is a mail. Just go back. Yes, done. Right. So please everyone have a look. This is how you will get the mails as well when your thing is. And Lanchana, I hope you got it. That
Yeah,
whatever
Jerry, but
mails
2 rupees is not debited.
is not debited, happy no. If it's not debited, right? Because the but it is saying that customer verification. Basically, the amounts will get debited and again get refunded. This is how it is. Okay,
It
they
may
don't
take
keep
some
the
time.
amount.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go back to your mail, Lanchana. Yes, so there will be 2 or 3 mails, I guess. Yes, can you show me the second thing? No reply,
This no
AWS.
reply.
No reply.
Okay. Yeah.
No, no, below that now, below that. Not here on the mail screen.
This one?
Yes, right. So basically, this is the welcome message. So please carefully understand it. Okay. So for next 12 months, you will have free access to all AWS services within the limits of free tier. So that is a very big disclaimer. Free tier means that is very minimum level of infrastructure you will have access, which is for free. Secondly, uh, if you can start using it, you will have the access. Okay. But for all services to get approved and start syncing up, it may take up to 24 hours. And one a quick recommendation to everyone, as you can see, like when you'll be attending these meetings, just put a charger to your laptops. Okay. That is just a recommendation because some kind of performance issues drops. Okay. When multiple tabs you'll be opening when we're doing, because nothing we have actually started with the hands on, right? So we'll be using putty, maybe some other terminals and all XYZ things. Okay. So in that, system performance will be bit of required. Okay. So I guess I hope everyone has understood the session. Lanchana, you as well. I know Hindi English issues right now. Okay.
Okay.
And thank you. Thank you for sharing your screen and helping out. Moving on, Jitendra, you had a question, right? You are waiting. आप wait कर रहे हैं. So please ask. Hello. जितेंद्र जी आप बोल रहे हैं?
हाँ जी सर,
हाँ बोलिए बोलिए जितेंद्र जी.
कह रहा था कि अब मेरा कैसे करवा
ओके, मतलब दिस कोर्स में है ना? Okay, I think you're facing some network issues. So Gaurav, are you there? Or anyone from the networking team? I think, okay, not an issue. I'll just check with the team, Jitendra. Okay, मैं टीम से चेक करूंगा एंड आपके रिलेटेड योर आपका फुल नेम जितेंद्र कुमार है ना?
यस सर।
ओके, मैं एक बार टीम से बात कर लूंगा आपके रिगार्डिंग कैसे क्या करना है, बिकॉज मोस्ट ऑफ द पीपल आर इन लाइक एंड बेसिकली व्हाई इंग्लिश वी चूज मतलब हम मोड ऑफ कम्युनिकेशन क्यों चूज करते हैं, बिकॉज होता क्या है ना, आप शायद हिंदी में यहाँ पे समझ जाएगा, बट एट द एंड आपको वर्क इंग्लिश में ही पूरा करना है, एंड वहाँ पे कुछ कुछ टर्म्स हैं जो एक्चुअली इंग्लिश में ही सही लगते हैं, राइट? सो
राइट सर।
दैट इज, है ना? तो वो एक चीज है, एंड आई टोटली रेस्पेक्ट एवरीवन वेदर, एंड आई एम ट्राइंग माय बेस्ट दैट आप समझ पाए। ओके, बट क्या करें, अभी सबको देखना पड़ता है, दैट इज हाउ द सेशन विल रन। बट मैं एक काम करूंगा, आई विल जस्ट चेक फ्रॉम माय एंड, आई विल स्पीक टू अतुल और गौरव और समवन, एंड आई विल जस्ट चेक व्हाट कुड बी डन फॉर यू। ओके जितेंद्र जी?
सर मुझे कैसे पता चलेगा कि क्या
हाँ
हुआ
जी।
है, आपने क्या बात की है, कि कब तक पता चलेगा मुझे?
उसका आप नेटवर्किंग टीम से ही मतलब आपको पूछना पड़ेगा, बिकॉज आई एम नॉट द बैक एंड एंड ऑफ नेटवर्किंग टीम। ओके, सो आपको
ठीक है।
नेटवर्किंग टीम से ही पूछना पड़ेगा उसके रिगार्डिंग, एंड आप
ठीक है।
अपना इशू भी बता सकते हैं वहां पे कि दिस इज व्हाट आई एम फेसिंग। ओके, मैं अपने एंड से ही बता दूंगा कि लर्नर इज इंटरेस्टेड बट थोड़ा लैंग्वेज इश्यूज हो रहे हैं उनको, सो आप अपने एंड से देखिए, तो मैं वो भी बता दूंगा उनको, बट आप अपने एंड से बात कर लेना, ठीक है?
ठीक है सर।
हाँ जी, हाँ जी, दिस इज ओनली थिंग आई वांटेड टू टॉक, यही बात था ना आपका?
यही था।
ओके, 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 कोई बात नहीं, मैं इसके रिगार्डिंग बात करूंगा। ओके, सो एवरीवन, जस्ट आई वांटेड टू नो एनी कंसर्न्स, एनी डाउट्स यू हैव और एनीथिंग रिगार्डिंग द सेशंस, प्लीज डू आस्क, एंड देन we'll wind up with today's session, and let's we'll just connect tomorrow then.
Jerry,
Anything?
I have one
Yeah.
question.
Yes, Avish.
Where I can find that the free tier period or how much time duration it will provide?
I'll tell you. I'll tell you. I will explain
Okay,
you all that. You don't have to worry. Okay. I will
okay, thank
explain what is exactly free tier, and we are short on time a bit, so I won't touch the topics. But yes, I'll do explain everything. Don't worry.
Actually, I had old account, so that's why I am asking you.
I'll believe. Please create a new account. That
Right,
is always, it is not complicated because we are. I was remotely helping out Lanchana, right? And remote things,
right.
na, it takes time. But if you
Sure,
have
I will.
understood how to do it, so it's just a like maximum 3 to 4 minutes. It is maximum
Not
it
an
will take.
issue. I will create new one.
Please create a new one. And one more thing, I have told you one trick. You can use the old mail ID itself. Add like suppose your things
Plus
abhishek
give
at
the
the rate
password.
gmail.com plus anything plus
Right.
1234 or like something you can add and do it. Okay. In
Okay.
that way, you don't have to use another mail ID and your account will be also created, right?
Right. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
When putting the debit card information or the credit card, please put the correct information if it shows an error, because and keep checking your mail IDs for any notifications. If it is failing or something, you will get the answer. Hey Naveen, you are saying something?
I just wanted to check, like,
Yeah.
so the class from tomorrow onwards, for every Saturday and Sunday, it is going to be from 11 or it's going to be starting from 12?
Basically, the real issue is actually I'm at a remote location. Just someone passed away in my family. So
Okay.
I'm the last issue thing. That's why you are facing this network issue. I just didn't wanted to share, but this is the real reason. So I'm there remotely. So that's why today and tomorrow, bit of issues, please try to handle. Okay, please. That's a kind request from my end.
Okay.
Okay. And This is a 90-minute session. It is almost 2 hour. We just stretch it up. Tomorrow will be 90 minutes because slowly we are moving. If I started bombarding with the sessions, no, you will also start. Okay, what is happening? All these, right? So on
Right.
next weekend onwards, we'll be on a full-fledged, starting with the hands-on. We'll be covering out a lot of things, right? So
Okay.
don't
So,
worry about
but
it.
the batch is going to start from 11 a.m. only from morning,
Yes,
from next week
11.
onwards to
Yes,
1.
yes, 11. Yeah, from 11 to 2 p.m. 3 hours regular sessions.
11 to 2. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. If there is
Fine.
a
Fine.
change, I will let you know. So, but it will be 11 a.m. Okay.
Okay. So, can we get that previous batch notes at least so that we will go through in the main way? Like, we will be having some time in the
Basically,
weekdays.
my notes are not full-fledged notes. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
these are just overview notes. So if I also, because, and notes also I can't share you because it is not from my end. You can just check with the networking team. Basically, whatever I'm creating, I share with them with the networking team, and they will share you in the form of proper notes or PDFs. In your LMS only, you will get it. Okay.
Uh,
So
Okay.
anything that sort of, you can just request with the backend, which is networking team. Okay.
Okay.
So Jerry, so as
Yes.
I can see, you have mentioned the topics in the note. So it will be like only the topics, or the explanation also will be included?
So basically, it will be topics only. I'll just let you know, Lanchana. The reason is, if you want full-fledged notes, that is that also could be shared. But in between these recurring sessions, that won't be of any use and help to you. So what can be done is, you focus on the live sessions more, because reading you won't do that. I can make you sure that, because it will be all hands-on, right? So hands-on things will be, you have to follow me. And secondly, any kind of code, any kind of thing which needs to be used, that will be put on notes, which you need to copy paste, right? Secondly, at the end of this whole batch, I'll be putting a white paper and a note where you'll get the brief notes of each of the topic. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Don't worry, as the course passes, you'll get the understanding how I want to drive it, and you'll enjoy it. Don't worry on that. I can assure you. Yes, you were asking something, Nanchan, I guess.
I mean, I'm just worried, like in case of interview, like how to explain the things if it's not explained
You
clear.
just do 2-3 sessions with me, and you will ask the questions to the interviewer. Don't worry. I can tell you that. Okay. Because see, as you have got an idea that I start the things from the very basics. Okay. And when you, if you think you read the notes, right, and answer the interviewer, you are in a very wrong dilemma. Interviewer won't ask you what is EC2 services, but if you ask the notes, I'll put the same notes, because there is no explanation of experience, right? So if I put the notes also, that is going to be of no use. You have to understand what is EC2, what is IAM, okay, as per your understanding, not what the note is saying. Note is for same for everyone, but interview won't ask what is EC2. He will ask, okay, in what sense I can implement EC2 in these kind of services? How will notes help you? No ways, right? I hope you got my point, Lanchana. So in that
Right.
way, you will understand in the notes, okay, this is XYZ EC2, but the implementation, in what cases I can use or not, that you have to think from your brain and then answer it. Right?
Okay.
Okay. Lanchana,
Yeah.
I think
So yeah,
saying I'm
Jerry,
not audible.
one
Yes.
question. So like, I mean,
Yes.
once you are good from the network perspective, once we are back from
Hmm.
the place where you are, so probably you can just refresh for 5 to 10 minutes, like what we have gone through for today and tomorrow, because initially last like around 30 to 40 minutes, we struggled a lot during that things like because of voice breakage and all those things. So just if you just take 5 to 10
Don't
minutes
worry,
just
I'll
to
cover. I'll
refresh.
cover.
Yeah,
I will
just cover.
make up for everything what happened. I'll cover up. Don't worry. Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, what basic thing is, I haven't introduced you to all. Basically, I am a seasoned trainer. I have trained over around 25,000 grads and undergrads, not only in India, globally, in APAC, in EMEA, and in US regions. Globally, I have done the trainings, both physical and virtual. And secondly, I have trained more than 4,000 industry professionals in my career. So, and all ratings have been super good with me, and no issues I'm faced. Okay. And
Okay.
this is a brief about me. Okay. So you don't have to worry, because I'm just level up and level down from the infra side today. So that's
Mm-hmm.
the cause. But, and the situation side also. Okay. So this last right
Fine,
situations,
fine.
everything in the family
Right,
end.
right.
Okay. So I hope you will
Mm,
understand the situation.
sure,
Okay.
sure,
And that's
sure.
why
Yeah.
this session got pushed to 12. Otherwise, it would have happened on 11. Right.
Right,
So
right,
that's
Jerry.
the
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Sure. Got it, got it. So, yes. And
Yes.
one thing I forgot to ask. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, mm, yeah. So, without doing the AWS Cloud Practitioner and directly, jumping
Yeah.
into
You will do.
AWS
You will
Solution
do.
Architect, so that's not, it's not going to be a challenge or something like that, right? So, I mean, anyway, we
No,
are
no
going to
challenge.
start from the scratch.
So basically, cloud practitioner thing, I think I don't teach anything cloud practitioner. First thing, I'll
Mm-hmm.
cover whatever needs to be basics done with the AWS. I take AWS. I don't divide them in cloud practitioner solutions. Architect is the thing. Okay, I will teach, but I'll also cover the basics. Okay, usually I
Yeah.
do. I won't call it cloud practitioner, because some of the topics may repeat. Okay, So I'll teach everything from the scratch. Okay, I just giving you a clear understanding. Everything will be taught from the scratch. No, nothing will be. I will expecting you that you already know that. I'll be taking the things from zero.
Okay. Okay. Great.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay, Abhishek, any questions? Anything, Suresh?
No, sir. Thank you.
Okay,
I'm
Abhishek.
good. I'm
Okay.
good.
Thank you. I hope you all have a wonderful day ahead. This is Jerry. I'm signing off. Thank you. Let's connect tomorrow then. Bye-bye.
Do you have any LinkedIn ID, Jerry? Like, I mean, so that we can.
Yeah, due to some complex things and all, I may not be able to share, but we will connect. Don't worry.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, this, I hope policies and all. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Sure. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.